Hello, everybody. This is RJL518, or Robert, and I'd like to welcome you to, it's Mets baseball here on Payoff Pitch Baseball. Well, WOR, that was the 1986 commercial and open introduction that WOR used during the 86 season. Of course, that is my favorite Mets season of all, and I can't wait till Payoff Pitch does the 86 season. Joe is actually working on it, and he says it could be released in late July or August. And when that season gets here, we're probably going to do a full season replay with the 86 Mets. But as I said, I am getting all the seasons he's got. And I'm not just going to be playing the Mets. I mean, I'm a Mets fan, tried and true. But we got lots of things to go through. So many great seasons. 69 Mets. The 70s. He's got the. You got the 79 Pirates, which is a heck of a season. 79 season. The 85 season with the Cardinals. Okay, the 84 season with the Tigers. All right, and of course the last year's 2019 season with the Nationals. I mean, so much great baseball out there. But this is something that I'm looking forward to doing. And I also was doing the 86 season with Action PC Baseball. And for those of you who are following my channel, I do show some Action PC games. I did some Stratomatic games earlier in the past with Stratomatic PC. But I will continue doing Action. I have all the Action seasons, and Dave Koch Sports is terrific when it comes to PC. I'm also an Out of the Park player. I love the Out of the Park series for career play, but I think for replay, I think it just works best for Action. But we're not talking about PC baseball. It's time for some tabletop baseball. And once again, we got the Mets and the Yankees. This is June 12, 2019. And will be the New York Mets versus the New York Yankees. This was the first game of the two-game series, but this was rained out on June 11. So the Mets and the Yankees had to move this to the next date, and the Mets and Yankees had to play a doubleheader on June 12. So this is the first game of that two-game set that was played on that date. So we're going to do this here again. We're going to continue doing it the same way we were before. With a dice hybrid, FAC hybrid. I have a new dice. I have a dice tower here now. I purchased this a little while ago. Actually, a little while ago. Okay. Pretty loud, but you can definitely tell the dice are being rolled. And the one thing I like about it's a smaller footprint than the tray I was using, which actually gives me a little more room to put everything on the field. As I said, I'm not really scoring. I'm not going to be keeping stats, okay, at least not this way. And I just want to play some games here to get more of my feet wet into Payoff Pitch Baseball. Thank you, of course, to ID Jester. Thank you, of course, to Tabletop Baseball Plus. Thank you very much to Cards and Dice Baseball, for those who've been watching this channel. And I hope to get more baseball into this. So, without further ado, why don't we get to some baseball, should we? It's the New York Mets versus the New York Yankees. And this game here is at Yankee Stadium. So we go ahead and put Yankee Stadium on the front there. And the starting pitching lineup, well, once again, we shall be seeing Zach Wheeler pitching for the Mets again. We had him pitch yesterday, and he pitched a pretty good gem. And Zach Wheeler, but in this game, on this date, the Mets got crushed 12-5 in Yankee Stadium. This might be a much different game. But we'll see if Zach Wheeler can maybe go 2-0 in two replays here with the Mets. So let's see how it goes here. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the New York Mets. It'll be Jeff McNeil batting first. Conforto will bat second. Alonso bats third. Dominic Smith is at first base today. Alonso is the DH. Todd Frazier is at third. J.D. Davis is batting sixth. Rosario batting seventh. Tomas Nido batting eighth. And Juan Lagares will be batting ninth. Defensively for the Yankees, it'll be Kendrys Morales at first base. DJ LeMahieu is at second. The shortstop is Didi Gregorius. Third baseman is Gio Urshela. He gets the third base call today. Left field is Brett Gardner. Center field will be Aaron Hicks. Right fielder is Clint Frazier. Behind the plate, Gary Sanchez. And on the mound for the New York Yankees will be Masahiro Tanaka. Tanaka pitched at 31 games started. He was 11-9 with a 4.45 ERA. And I also like to let you know I have a new camera on the way in too, a 4K camera. So hopefully I should get a better with a tripod. So this might be the last time I'm playing on the desk here right in front of my computer screen. So we'll see how a 4K camera, and I have a table that I cleaned up to see if I can put everything on it and maybe get a better view of the playing surface and the game and the scoreboards. So hopefully, I just want to, so, this is a lot of, I had a blast yesterday. I actually almost wanted to start another game, but, playing one game a night is, we're in this quarantine. I hope everybody out there is safe and healthy, and hope everybody is at peace. Black Lives Matter. So please, everyone, just stay safe, stay healthy, okay? And let's try to get through this as best as we can as we now get ready to move into the second half of a dismal 2020. And yeah, I hear people saying there might not be baseball this year. Say it ain't so, Joe, from 8 Men Out. Well, let's hope maybe they can still get some sort of baseball. I know people don't want to see 30 or just 50, 60 games, 70 games, 80 games. I just want to see some baseball. Really, I don't care. Let's get some baseball on the field. Let's go to the top of the first inning here at Yankee Stadium. It'll be Jeff McNeil leading off. So we get things started here, and it's Masahiro Tanaka for the Yankees, and the ball game is underway. And we start with a 9, and this is going to be in play. And it's a 50 by Jeff McNeil. That McNeil is going to ground this one right to third. Nice play by Urshela. He throws to first. And there's one out. And I guess I did, again, forgot to get a little token for me. As you can see, I did download the Payoff Pitch, the Payoff Pitch sheet underneath, so I can keep track of outs better. So we have one out. And I guess maybe we have one out. And the next batter will be Michael Conforto. Conforto, a lefty against righty. And let's see what we got. And it is a 5. And this is a tough on Tanaka. And it's a 98. And Conforto flies it out to right field. And it looks like Frazier's going to make the play. And that's the second out. And now here comes Pete Alonso. National League Rookie of the Year for 2019. And with 53 home runs. That's what really stinks so bad is because Pete Alonso, the Hall of Fame path is already laid before him. All he has to do is walk it. So 2 men out. Here's a pitch from Tanaka. This is a 7. And this is going to be a tough. And it's an 0-1. And Alonso swing and a miss. And he strikes out. So 3 up and 3 down for the Mets. We go to the bottom half of inning 1. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Yankees. DJ LeMahieu will bat first. Aaron Hicks bats second. Luke Voit, the designated hitter, bats third. Gary Sanchez will bat fourth. Didi Gregorius will bat fifth. Clint Frazier sixth. Kendrys Morales seventh. Gio Urshela bats eighth. And Brett Gardner will bat ninth for the Yankees. Defensively for the Mets, we have Dominic Smith at first base. Jeff McNeil is at second. The shortstop is Ahmed Rosario. The third baseman is Todd Frazier. In left field, J.D. Davis. Center field, we have Juan Lagares. In right field, Michael Conforto. Tomas Nido behind the plate because they were giving a they were going to have Wilson Ramos play the night game instead. And on the mound for the New York Mets will be Zach Wheeler. If you remember the game yesterday, he had a good game. We'll see if he can do it again. Zach Wheeler, 11 wins, 8 losses, 3.96 ERA. But he got shell-shocked in this game against the Yankees when they lost it 12-5 in that game. But let's see how this game goes a little different. Leading off for the Yankees will be DJ LeMahieu. And here's the pitch, and it is a 5. It is in play, 29. And this is going to be a base hit for DJ LeMahieu. So LeMahieu starts off with a single, and that one looks like it went into center field. The throw goes back in, and the Yankees start with a man at first base. It'll bring up Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks in 2019 against right-handed pitching only batted .218. So we'll see if Zach Wheeler can get it. DJ LeMahieu has a 2 steal. I'm not going to let him steal. His steal rating is kind of low, so we're going to go ahead and keep him at first base. There will not be a steal. Here's the pitch to him. And this is a 7, and this is in play. This is in play, and Aaron Hicks gets himself a base hit. So we turn the card over, and this is going to be a soft blooper into. This is a soft blooper, and Aaron Hicks this is against right-hand pitcher, so we batted from the left side. So there's a soft blooper into right field, and the runner on first advances 2 bases. So LeMahieu goes to third, and Hicks goes to first. So runners at first and third, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. And they're going to play back. It's early in the game. So runners at first and third, the batter will be Luke Voit. So Luke Voit will step up to the plate against right-handed pitching Zach Wheeler. Runners at first and third. The thing is back. The infield is not in. And here's the pitch to Voit. Voit batted .268 against right-handed batter. Here's the play. It's a 6. This is tough. 97. It's a fly ball to left field. We're going to see what kind of fielder this is. This is going to be a short fly ball. So there's going to be 1 out. DJ LeMahieu. Let's see what he tries to run here. He's got a run rating of 7. And this went into short fly. This was into right field. And that was Michael Conforto. Conforto has an arm of 6. So a 7 and 6, a short fly ball. And let me check the rules on that, as I'm still learning how these fly balls work. Let's see what we got here. And let's see here. Outfielder catches short fly ball, runners hold. If game was tied or within 1 run, runner on third base made up to score with additional -2 adjustment to his run rating, and that is a 5. And he is not going to test him. It was not deep enough. So LeMahieu will hold at third. So there's 1 out now, and the batter will be Gary Sanchez. Sanchez batted .243 against the right-handers. The runner's still at first and third, and now 1 out. Here's the pitch. And this is a 4. This is in play on Wheeler, 0-1. And this is going to be a double. Sanchez blasted into the outfield. It's going to be a double. Sanchez will automatically wind up on second. It's a deep drive to center field. It 1 hops the wall, and all runners score. So LeMahieu will score. Aaron Hicks will. Now, if it one hops the wall, and all runners will score. So LeMahieu comes in, Hicks comes in, and just like that, a much different ball game than yesterday, and the Yankees are up 2-0. So Gary Sanchez gets himself a double. All runners do come in. And it's now 2-0 Yankees, and we still have 1 out here in the bottom of the first. So it looks like Zach Wheeler not having the same type of game he had before. Runner at second base. The batter is Didi Gregorius. Sanchez will hold at second. He's not going to steal. So we still have 1 out. And here's the pitch. And this one is a 7. This is in play. It's a 39. And this one is going to be a ground ball to first base. It's a ground ball to first base. That will be the 2nd out. And Sanchez will advance to third on a grounder to the other side. So Sanchez goes to third base. And I'll check to see if that does happen, just to be sure, because I'm still learning things here. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So he'll move to third base on the hit right to first. The play is made. The play was made by Dominic Smith, but now there's 2 outs, and now the batter is Clint. The batter is Clint Frazier. So Frazier up at bat, Sanchez still at third, but now 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and this one is a 10. This is ballpark, and it's a 46. It's in the wheelhouse. Frazier's got a chance at it. Has a chance at it. Here's the play, and it's an 18, and it's a high fly ball deep to left, and there's no way they're getting that. That ball is gone. Clint Frazier, he got 8 home runs off of that pitching, and he gets all of that one as that ball winds up deep in the stands. And you're at Yankee Stadium, who's definitely a hitter's park. And definitely already, Zach Wheeler is down 4-0. Much different ball game than yesterday. As right now, Zach Wheeler is definitely having some issues trying to getting going on here. But it's very early. We're only in the first inning. But 2 outs. The batter is Kendrys Morales. And let's see what we get. And this one is a 7. This one's in play, 55. But this one is going to wind up a ground ball to second. McNeil will take it, throw to first, and the inning comes to an end. So at the end of 1, it's Yankees 4, Mets 0, as we're going to go to the top of inning number 2. And leading off for the Mets will be Dominic Smith, as Masahiro Tanaka will take the line. Zach Wheeler got a little shell shock. Maybe he thought he could go 2 games. Maybe the dice know that Wheeler pitched yesterday and he's not doing it, even though this game is actually being played a month before the game I played before. Smith is the batter. Here's the pitch from Tanaka. And this one is patient. It's an 88. And it's just out of his range against right-handed pitching. This one's going to go to ground ball to second. The play will be made by LeMahieu, who throws to first for the out, and we got 1 out. 1 down. Here's Todd Frazier, batted .234 against the right-handers. And this one is a 7. This one is tough on Tanaka. This is a 26 and whiff, and Frazier is out. And there is 2 down now. And now the batter will be J.D. Davis. Davis coming up. And this is a 12. It's in play. It's a 26. And Davis goes ahead. He's going to get a 2-out base hit. Davis just gets it. It's in play. It was a 27, and the 26 is what comes up. And the Mets get a 2-out single. So Davis goes to first base. And the batter will be Ahmed Rosario. Rosario batted .280 against right-handers in 2019. We'll see if Rosario can come through with the big hit. This is a 3. It is in play on Tanaka. It's 0-7. And this one is going to be a base hit for Rosario. Checking the card, and it's an opposite field liner into. This is an opposite field liner into. It was a righty, so it's a lefty into left field. Runner on first advances a base. So Davis will go to second and hold. And Rosario, even though there were 2 outs, and Davis will hold at second base. So runners at first and second now for Tomas Nido. Nido only batted .190 against the right-handers, but runners at first and second with 2 outs for the Mets. We're in the top of the second, 4-0 Yankees. Here's the pitch to Nido. And this is a 6. This is patient, and it's a 49, and it's a nice try. He hits a fly ball to right field, and it's pretty shallow, and it's going to be caught by Clint Frazier. He makes the catch, and the inning ends. So the Mets strand 2 base runners, and just couldn't get the guy in. And we'll go to the bottom half. Of the second inning. Lousy balance. Gotta say. All right. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here comes Zach Wheeler. He'll come back out there, see if he can have a better inning this time. Here's Giovanni Urshela. He leads off for the Yankees. He hit a home run. Yesterday. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't him. He didn't home run, but Giovanni Urshela. So let's see what he does. And it is a 4. This is in play off of Zach Wheeler's card. It's a 75. Urshela pops this one up shallow center field. Coming on is Lagares, and he makes the catch. 1 out. 1 down, and the batter now will be Brett Gardner. Gardner will come up to bat. Gardner batted .265 against right-handers. The pitch from Wheeler, and this one is a 6. This is tough, and it's a 26, and Gardner goes down on strikes as Zach Wheeler comes back with a key strikeout. 2 men down, top of the batting order again, DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu already got a base hit his first time up. But so far, 2 quick outs by Wheeler. Here's the pitch. This is 6. This is tough on Wheeler. It's an 88, and that one is a ground ball to shortstop. Rosario will make the easy routine play to first, and Zach Wheeler comes back with a 1-2-3 inning after a tough inning in the first. So 2 innings are in the books, 4-0 Yankees. We're going to go to the 3rd. So we go to the 3rd inning, and Juan Lagares will lead off for the Mets against Masahiro Tanaka. He's pitched 2 good innings, although he did get out of a jam in inning number 2. This is inning 3, and here's the pitch from Lagares. And this is a 6. This is patient, and Lagares, 07, he draws a walk, so a leadoff walk by the Mets. And Lagares goes to first base. He's got a steal attempt of 3B. And the catcher, Gary Sanchez, has a catcher's arm of 3. So this would be let's have a look at this. So this is so we'll take a look. So Lagares is a B stealer, and Sanchez has an arm of 3. So B3. And he's got a 27 to 99 chance of stealing second, and I'm going to take the risk. So we're going to go to, so this would be, and actually this comes out to, if I use the actual thing, which I'm actually supposed to. So let me just check something out here. So it's a B3, so it's listed as very good on the card. So we're going to go ahead and try it. So let's try it. Here's the steal by Lagares, very good, and he is safe. Just to make sure that I was not cheating on that, I pulled it, and very good is safe. So Lagares steals second base. So the Mets now have a runner on second base. Top of the batting order for Jeff McNeil. See if the Mets can get something here. Yankee Stadium faithful, a lot of Yankee fans, of course. Usually in this game, it's a sellout. Absolutely, when the Mets and Yankees get together, it's definitely a tough game. So McNeil on at the plate. Lagares on second. Here's the pitch from Tanaka. This is a 10. It's tough. 53. And he is going to ground one to third base. McNeil is going to be out at first. And on a grounder to third base, Lagares, I think he holds. I think he pretty much holds on that. And a grounder to third. Let's see here. On a ground ball to third base. Runner on second may advance to third if open. Run rating is 7 or more, and ball is hit to second. Runner on third, run rating is 7 or more. So let's see here. Runner on first base. There's a runner on second base. So if no runner on first base, runner on second may advance to third. If base is open, run rating is 7 or more. And he has a run rating of 9. So he's got the speed. He's got the speed. So 2d6 total. 2d6 is greater than 10. Runners advance 1 base. He's going to hold. Be smart. Ron Lagares is going to hold at second base. Because he would have been tagged out. So Lagares holds at second. But now there's 1 out. And the batter is Michael Conforto. Conforto up to bat. But 1 out now. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. And this is an 8. This is a ballpark on Tanaka. And it's a 63. And that's in play. That's in play. So we re-roll. And it is a 96, and Conforto hits a fly ball to right field. That's going to be caught for the second out. And Lagares will hold at second. So Conforto got a good play there, but Yankee Stadium was not kind to him. And now here's Pete Alonso. See what Alonso does. Here's the pitch from Tanaka. And this is an 8. This is ballpark again, 53. This is in the wheelhouse. This is in the wheelhouse. Does Alonso smack this out of here? 52. Oh, no doubt about it. High fly ball, deep to left. There's no way. And Brett Gardner's not even going to move. Say goodbye. Home run. It's out of here. Pete Alonso. So Pete Alonso sends a souvenir to the Yankee fans, although I think that's a souvenir they really didn't want. As Pete Alonso blasts one. 2 runs come in, and it's now 4-2. Home run by Pete Alonso. And the batter will be Dominic Smith. Still 2 outs in the inning. And here's the pitch from Tanaka. This is 7. This is tough. It's an 82. And this one is a ground ball to second. And it'll be an easy play by LeMahieu to first to end the inning. But the Mets pick up a couple of runs. We go to the bottom half of inning 3. Yankees 4, Mets 2. Here comes Zach Wheeler to come on to pitch here at Yankee Stadium. And leading off for the Yankees will be Aaron Hicks. So we'll see what Wheeler does here. See if he can keep at a good inning his last time out. So here's the pitch to Hicks. And this one's a 9. It's tough. It's a 64. And Aaron Hicks is going to fight this. Nope, it's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. I forgot it's against a right-handed pitcher. As Zach Wheeler's a righty, and he swung and a miss and a strikeout for Wheeler. And that's 1 down. Here's Luke Voit. He will come up to bat. Wheeler gets the sign in front. Gets the sign from Nito. Here's the pitch. This one is a 9. This is tough again. 62. And Luke Voit struck him out. 2 straight strikeouts for Wheeler. And now here's Gary Sanchez. Sanchez coming up. And the roll is an 11. This is defense. The defense play is going, according to the card, is going to be a possible error by the third baseman, Todd Frazier. And Frazier's range, his error rating at third base is a 3. It's an 85, and it is not an error. He's going to make the play, and he will throw to first to get the out. As the ballpark rating is it was an 85, and the out number was 44-99. So he gets the out at first, and the side is retired. So Zach Wheeler has come through after a tough first inning, and he's retired the next 6. At the end of 3, it's Yankees 4, Mets 2. So we go to the top half of inning number 4, the Mets and the Yankees here at Yankee Stadium. It is Yankees 4, Mets 2, a much different game than yesterday. Masahiro Tanaka will come out. He left up the big home run to Alonso in the last inning. It will be Todd Frazier who will come up to bat here in the top of the 4th. He made a good play to end the inning. Could have been an error. Here's the pitch from Tanaka. This is a 7. This is tough. It's 0-4, and Tanaka pays Frazier back with a big whiff. 1 out. Here's J.D. Davis. Davis batted .305 against a right-hander. Is one of the better hitters. This Mets lineup, I got to tell you, it so stinks we're not watching baseball right now. This Mets team definitely had an opportunity to play for the division. I know how good the Nationals are, but you got Alonso, you have McNeil, you have Davis, you have Rosario, you got DeGrom, you got Matz, you picked up Waka, you had Rick Porcello, you had a pretty good bullpen adding Dylan Betances. What a season this could have been. It sucks. J.D. Davis the bat. This is a 7. This is tough. And Davis is going to strike out as Tanaka has now issued another strikeout. 2 down now. And now we'll see Ahmed Rosario. Here's the pitch. This is an 8. This is ballpark. It's ballpark. It's a 98. Or is it 6? No, it's a 68. And this one is in play. So Rosario will throw. Rosario's play is a 78. And this one is a fly ball to center field. And he will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning on a 4-2 Yankees lead, and it will be Didi Gregorius leading off for the Yankees. Zach Wheeler still pitching for the Mets. He's calmed down since that 4-run first inning. Here's the pitch to Gregorius. Wheeler, it's 5. That's an in-play. Gregorius, 72. And that one is a fly ball to center field. And it will be Juan Lagares making the catch for the out. 1 down. And now the batter is Clint Frazier. Wheeler gets the call. Here's the pitch from Wheeler. This one's a 9. This is tough. 58. And Clint Frazier will go down on strikes. Another strikeout by Zach Wheeler. And that's 2 outs now for Kendrys Morales for the Yankees. 2 men out. And here's the pitch. It's 3. It's tough. Zach Wheeler has it. And he makes the pitch. 68. It is tough. And this one is hit pretty well to center field. But Juan Lagares will take 2 steps to his left and pop it in his glove. And that's another 1-2-3 inning. So since the first inning, Zach Wheeler has retired 9 batters. So at the end of 4, it's still Yankees 4, Mets 2. And we're going to go to the 5th. When it comes to the fast action cards, I pretty much divide the cards into 3 packs. And I use each pack. I go ahead and I divide them into 3 packs. Shuffle the whole deck and then divide into 3 packs. I am getting another set of fast action cards for extra randomness. And I use 1 pack for innings 1 to 3. 1 pack for 6 to 9. For 4 to 6. And 1 pack for 7 to 9. If there's extra innings, I'll go ahead and kind of like combine 3 packs into 1. So it should give me plenty of randomness. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Yankees 4, Mets 2. Leading off for the Mets will be Tomas Nido. He's the catcher, giving Wilson Ramos the day off because Ramos was actually supposed to catch that night. And in double headers, you never know. So here's Masahiro Tanaka. Here's the pitch. It's an 8. This is ballpark. And Nido, it's an 0-3. It's in Nido's wheelhouse. It's in his wheelhouse. Can Nido hit one? Here's the play. 12. High fly ball. Yes, he hits it high. He hits it deep. It's out of here. Home run, Tomas Nido. He hit 2 home runs off of right-handed pitching. I'm going to say that's the one of them. As he hits this one. And this one was close. It was a 12. He needed at least a 1 to 20. It's a 12. And Nido smacks the home run. And he gets it out of here. A lot unlikely home run by Nido. But it's now 4 to 3. As Tanaka surrenders his 2nd home run. The Mets are doing it with the long ball. And what a hit that was. Still nobody out here in the top of inning 5. Here's Juan Lagares. Lagares will come up. And here's the pitch from Tanaka. This is a 6. This is patient. It's 38. And this one, and Lagares hits a nice ball. Line drive down the line. This is going to wind up a double. This is going to wind up a double. This one is hit. This one is hit to left field. Brett Gardner will have to chase it in the corner. And Lagares has another base hit. This one is another double. Lagares will wind up at second base. And now the Mets are threatening. And timeout is called. They're going to talk to Masahiro Tanaka on the mound to see if he's all right. His fatigue rating is 6. Wheeler's fatigue rating is 6, but Wheeler has allowed 4 runs. But neither has reached the 6th inning yet. So they're not fatigued. Not yet. They're going to talk to Tanaka. And they're going to let him stay out there, as I think he should. But the runners at second, with nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. And now the batter is Jet McNeil. Now you face the real tough part of the batting order for the Mets in McNeil, Conforto, and Alonso. Runner on second. Here's the pitch from Tanaka. That's an 8. That's ballpark. Yankee Stadium, 27. That's in McNeil's wheelhouse. That's in the wheelhouse. Does McNeil make a play? Here's the pitch. 20. Yes. High. Deep. Gone. Mets take the lead. Jet McNeil, he smacks one out. This one was hit hard. This was a 20. He needed at least a 1-51 in the wheelhouse. Yankee Stadium not helping out Tanaka. He smacks a home run. 2-run score, and the Mets take a lead 5-4. And now with Michael Conforto, the left-handed batter, coming up. And I think now it's, so 5 runs have been given up by Tanaka. And I think that might just be it. And nobody out still here in the top of the 5th inning, as the Mets are putting together a heck of an inning right now, as they've stormed back to take the lead 5-4, and nobody's happier in the Mets dugout than Zach Wheeler. The Yankees are going to have to go to the bullpen, and that's going to be it for Tanaka. They will bring in a lefty. And let's see what they do here. They got to stop the bleeding. We'll bring in a lefty, and it's going to be Zach Britton. He's a short reliever, so he can pitch this inning and the next one. So Zach Britton will come in, and he will pitch to Michael Conforto. They'll bring in the lefties. Suddenly it's 5-4 Mets. And the pitch is now to Michael Conforto. Most of this really is because of Yankee Stadium. Here's the pitch to Conforto from Zach Britton. And this is a 5. This is in play. It's a 69. It's a 69, and this one is a fly ball to center field. And it will be Aaron Hicks making the catch. 1 out. Now the batter is Pete Alonso. He hit a home run in this game. Here's the pitch from Britton. Britton's a 7. This is tough. It's an 89. We know that's out of the range. This one's a ground ball to shortstop. And Didi Gregorius fires over to first for the 2nd out. And now the batter is Dominic Smith. Smith against lefties batted .303. He can do the job. Here's the pitch from Britton. And this one's a 6. This is tough. It's an 0-3, and Dominic Smith will strike out. And that ends the inning. But the Mets score 3 runs. It's Mets 5, Yankees 4. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Zach Wheeler will come out as the Mets and Yankees continue to have a good game here. Unlike the game at Citi Field, it was 6-1. It was final score of that game was 6-2. But here in this game here, we got already 9 runs, and we're still in the 5th. So bottom half of the 5th inning, and here's Giovanni Urshela. He leads off for the Yankees. Pitch on the way from Wheeler. This is a 5. It's in play, 12. And this one is going to be a base hit for Giovanni Urshela, as he comes through with a clean hit. And the tying run already on base issued by Wheeler. And now we'll see Brett Gardner. Here's the pitch to Gardner, right against left. This is an 8. This is patient. Gardner, 85. And almost hit by the pitch, but it winds up being a ground ball to second base. His double play rating is a 5. Urshela's double play rating is an 8. It was an 8 there. So I believe on the double play, I keep on forgetting. So the runner, the die is higher than both. So they get the out at first. Urshela goes to second. So the only play was to first base, as Urshela has very good has very good speed. Had to double check the rules, and yes, as I keep on forgetting on double plays, if the die is higher than one but not the other, the runner is out, the batter is safe. If the die is higher than both, it's a double play. If the die is under both players, it's a double play. If the die is higher than both, the runner advances. So Brett Gardner is safe at first. Urshela is out. So I double-checked the rules. I'm still learning this. Sooner or later, I'll get it right. Here's DJ LeMahieu. He'll bat up next. 1 out now here in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And this is an 8 off of Zach Wheeler. It's patient. It's 20. And DJ LeMahieu is going to draw the walk. So a walk issued to LeMahieu. And now moved Gardner over. So now runners at first and second with 1 out. And the batter now is Aaron Hicks. Zach Wheeler's fatigue rating is a 6. He's holding. But runners at first and second now, but 1 out. Here's the pitch to Hicks. It's a 9. This is tough. 40. And he strikes him out. Zach Wheeler comes through after the walk. He goes ahead and gets a big strikeout, 2 down. And now it'll be up to Luke Voit for the Yankees. Runners at first and second, now 2 outs. Zach Wheeler trying to get out of a jam. Mets leading 5-4. Here's the pitch. And this one's a 9. This is tough. It's a 96. This one is a fly ball to left field. And the Yankee faithful will let out a groan as J.D. Davis will put it away and end the inning. And the Mets and Zach Wheeler get out of a jam. So still 5-4. Still 5-4 Mets. And we now go to the top of inning 6. Zach Britton will stay. They have 3 right-handers coming in. The Yankees will make a pitching change, as Wheeler is going to be out of there, as they got 3 righties coming up. And let's see. He wasn't available, so how about we go to they're going to bring in Adam Ottavino. So coming on to bat pitch for the Yankees will be Adam Ottavino. He was in 73 games last year, so he really made a difference. 1.9 ERA, 6-5. He's a tough guy to get through. So Adam Ottavino will come on and pitch for the Yankees here. He is a short reliever, so he can go at least this inning and the next if necessary. Todd Frazier leads off for the Mets here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. This one's a 6. This is tough. It's a 12. And Todd Frazier will strike out as Ottavino does the job, 1 down. Here's J.D. Davis. Pitch here is an 8. This is tough, 31. And Davis strikes out, 2 down. And now Ahmed Rosario. Pitch from Ottavino. This is a 7. This is going to be tough as well. Rosario swing and a miss. And Adam Ottavino strikes out the side. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Ottavino and the Yankees. We go to the bottom half of inning 6. And they're going to leave Zach Wheeler out there and see if he can get it done for 1 more inning. Gary Sanchez leads off for the Yankees. Wheeler's gotten a lot of tough plays, but most of them have been in play. But he has help. He has had help from the defense. Sanchez the batter, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. This is a ballpark play. It's a 17. This is in Sanchez's wheelhouse. And that's not what you wanted to see. And it's a 69. And yes, people, say goodbye. Gary Sanchez ties up the game. Gary Sanchez blasts a home run. No doubt about that. We are tied at 5. So Zach Wheeler gives up a home run, tied at 5 here now in the 6th inning to Gary Sanchez, and now Didi Gregorius is the batter. And Wheeler, that's going to be it for Wheeler. So Wheeler's going to come out. They tried to see if he can get it done. He couldn't. So Wheeler is out of there. And we got a lefty, a righty, and switch. And they're going to bring in a lefty, and it's going to be Justin Wilson. The Mets will bring in Justin Wilson to pitch to try to see if he can close the door here and keep us a tie ball game. But now tied at 5, Didi Gregorius is the batter. Here's the pitch from Wilson. And it's a 4. It's ballpark. 23 in Gregorius' wheelhouse. Here's the pitch. And Gregorius, he's going to hit a long fly ball. And this one is gone. Didi Gregorius, back-to-back jacks by the Yankees. And the Yankees take the lead 6-5. So you bring in Justin Wilson. And Yankee Stadium has actually been killing pitchers in this game, because most of these have all been off of the ballpark card. But, yep, that's Yankee Stadium for you. It's a home run heaven. Clint Frazier will come up to bat as Justin Wilson surrenders a home run off his first batter he faces, and that's not his fault, really. But here's Clint Frazier, but now 6-5 Yankees. Nobody out here in the inning. The pitch to Frazier. This is a tough, and it's a 66, and Frazier strikes out. That's a 70-71. He almost fought it off, but he just struck out as Justin Wilson gets the job done there, and we got one out. Here's Kendrys Morales. Morales, the pitch from Justin Wilson. It's a 6. It's a tough. It's a 53. It's a 53. This one's a ground ball to second base. Easy play from McNeil to first. 2 down. And now Giovanni Urshela, who hit a big home run earlier in the game. Here's the pitch from Wilson. Wilson, this is patient. It's 24. And Urshela sits on the ball and sends it into the outfield. That's going to be a base hit. And Urshela is going to have himself a double off the lefty. So the Yankees have a runner at second base with 2 outs. The batter will be Brett Gardner. Justin Wilson will stay in against the left-hander. Urshela on at second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. There's the pitch. It's a 5. It's a tough. 37. And Brett Gardner strikeout. And that will end it. But the Yankees pick up 2 back-to-back jacks and take the lead here with 2 runs here in the 6th inning. Yankees 6, Mets 5. And we're going to go to the top of the 7th in a moment. As we now go to the top of the 7th inning, it's Yankees 6, Mets 5. And yes, I forgot about the fatigue rules. Justin Wilson did allow 2 runs. I should have brought out the fatigue card for him. But we'll know for next time, as I'm still learning the fatigue rules here. So I did blow that. My bad. But let's go to the bottom half. Let's see if that makes a difference. It probably could have. But let's go to the top of the 7th inning. Adam Ottavino going into his 2nd inning of work, which will be his final inning of work. And leading off for the Mets will be Tomas Nido. Here's the pitch. And this one's an 8. It's a tough. It's an 85. And Nido grounds one to short. Throw to first is in time, 1 down. Ottavino is one hard pitcher to get through. But I guess when you have a 1.9 ERA, I guess that makes the difference. Here's Juan Lagares. He has doubled twice. Here's the pitch from Ottavino. This is a 5. This is patient. 53 against the right-hander. And Lagares is going to fight this one off. It's going to be a base hit. Lagares gets another hit. And he will hold it first. And with a steal rating of B, and we already know that his steal rating is a B on Gary Sanchez's arm, so it's a B3. So it's a very good chance. And I'm gonna shuffle these cards here because I didn't do that, and I'll shuffle them. Didn't even use them. So it's a chance very good. Juan Lagar is going to attempt to steal. Here's the play, and and that's what I pulled, and it is stolen base plus E2. Plus E2. So Juan Lagar is going to get the steal, and it's a stolen base and E2 on Sanchez, because it's an error. His error rating is a 1. His error rating is a 1, so we got to roll off the chart. And it's a 54, and it is an error. It's an E2. So does that mean he advances 2 bases? Does he score? Or does he just go to third? Let me find out. As I'm still learning, so I go ahead, and so it's a stolen base and an error. So Lagares goes to third. So the tying run is 90 feet away with 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning as a big error on Gary Sanchez as he threw it into the outfield, thinking maybe he could still make a play. And now the top of the batting order for the Mets and Jeff McNeil. So Adam Ottavino knows, and McNeil can definitely send one. McNeil already has a home run in this game. Here's the pitch. This is a 7. It's tough. 90. And McNeil is going to ground this one to second base. So now we got a grounder to second base. The infield, I did not call the infield in. So I'm going to assume the infield was in. I'm going to assume they called the infield in. I didn't call it, but I'm going to assume you would bring the infield in. The tying run is 90 feet away. So the infield is in. And the run is a 7. Infield in. Runner on third, out at home, batter safe. So Lagares is gunned down. He's gunned down, and Jeff McNeil is on first. So they throw out the tying run. Because it was a 7, and it says runner on third, out at home, batter safe. On an infield in. But now there are 2 outs. And the batter now is Michael Conforto. Gotta love these frogs in the throat. Here's the pitch to Conforto. This is an 8. This is tough. It's a 66. And Conforto almost gets a base hit off of it, but he just right off the end of the bat. It's going to be a ground ball to Didi Gregorius, who will throw to second covering and end the inning. So the Mets had a very good opportunity to get a run in there, but just fall short. Bottom half of the 7th, still 6-5 Yankees. The Mets will make a pitching change as Justin Wilson is done. And the Yankees have right switch right. So they'll bring in a right-hander. And they're going to bring in Tyler Bachelor. So Tyler Bachelor comes in for the Mets. No wins, 3 losses, 6.95 ERA in 2019. But he's on the team, so we're going to bring him in there. Down 6-5, the Mets, but we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. DJ LeMahieu is the leadoff batter for the Yankees. Here's the pitch to LeMahieu. This is a 5. It's tough. 17, and DJ LeMahieu is going to swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out now for Aaron Hicks. Hicks at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's an 11. This is defense. Calling a roll. Defense. It'll be an error maybe on the second baseman on Jeff McNeil. McNeil's error rating is a 3. And it's a 1/43 error possibility. We'll roll for that. It's a 9, and nope, it's going to make them big. It's an 88 I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong dice, didn't I? Roll again. And this is a 13, and this is going to be an error. It is an error on McNeil, and it's a one, and it's a single plus an extra. He threw it into the dugout, so Aaron Hicks is going to wind up at second base. And very rare, actually, I think, that Jeff McNeil makes those errors. But he makes one here, as Aaron Hicks will go to second on the error. Still one out. Here's Luke Voigt. Aaron Hicks at second. Bachelor's pitch. This is tough. It's a 29, and he will strike out Voigt. So Tyler Batchelor comes in and gets the job done there. 2 men down. And now Gary Sanchez, who smacked the home run. First of back-to-back home runs by Sanchez and Gregorius. You gotta love Yankee Stadium. Home run heaven. Babe Ruth would love Yankee Stadium right now. He would love it. 714 home runs? Nah, more like 800. Maybe 900 in that place. Here's the pitch from Batchelor. This is an 11. It's defense again. It's defense, and this one's could be a possible. Again, it comes to Jeff McNeil. Can he go ahead and make up for it? His rating is a 3. This one's a 40, and he's going to commit another error. He commits another error, and this one is a 2-base error. Sanchez will wind up at second. Hicks will score, and it is now 7-5 Yankees. What a rough day for Jeff McNeil. His error rating is a 3, and at Yankee Stadium, a 1-43, and he rolls a 40, and that is an error. And the error card says infield 2 bases, so that is a 2-base error. Sanchez winds up on second. The run scores. And maybe McNeil has committed 2 errors in this inning. And the batter now is Didi Gregorius. Now 7-5 Yankees here in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Gregorius, and Batchelor is looking at McNeil, and Batchelor looking at him saying, "Did I do something wrong?" Here's the pitch from Batchelor, and it is a 4. It's patient 52 off of Batchelor's card, and this one is going to be a fly ball to left. And J.D. Davis will make the catch and end the inning. So a run comes in, but it's unearned on Batchelor, but that ends the inning. Yankees 7, Mets 5. So welcome back here to Yankee Stadium. The Yankees lead the Mets 7-5 here on the top of the 8th. Tommy Conley is going to come on and pitch for the Yankees now. It's not a safe situation. Well, it is a safe situation, but if we'll see Aroldis Chapman in the next inning, we'll see. But meanwhile, the Mets still have 2 innings to go, so let's see if they can do it. Pete Alonso leads off for the Mets here on the top of the 8th. 7-5 Yankees. And here is the pitch. And this one is a 8. It's a tough off of Conley, 60 on Alonso, and he is going to strike out. 1 down. And that will bring up Dominic Smith. Yankee bullpen, strong. Strong bullpen. Here's the pitch to Conley. This is a 12. It's tough. 78. And Dominic Smith, he's going to go ahead and fly ball to center field. And Aaron Hicks will make the catch. 2 down. And now the batter will be Todd Frazier. Frazier comes up. Sets in. Here's the pitch to Conley. And this one is an 8. This is a tough. It's a 12. And Frazier goes down on strikes. So Conley pitches a 1-2-3 inning and gets out and doesn't do it. And the Mets can't get anything going. Still 7-5 Yankees. Bottom of the 8th. Tyler Batchelor is going to pitch another inning for the Mets. And Clint Frazier leads off for the Yankees. Batchelor gave up 1 run. He can pitch 2. Here's the pitch to Batchelor. Batchelor 6. It's patient. It's a 29. And Frazier is going to draw a walk and just barely draws the walk. And Tomas Nido having a little talk with the ump on that one. He needed a 1-29. He gets a 29. So Frazier draws a big walk. And the batter now is Kendrys Morales. Runner on first. Here's the pitch to Batchelor. Nobody out. This is a 7. It's patient, 33. And Morales is going to draw a walk. So now Batchelor is having some issues. As 2 straight walks to open up the 8th inning, the bottom of the 8th for the Yankees. And the Mets know they can't allow any runs. But runners at first and second, nobody out for Giovanni Urshela. And against right-handed pitchers, he's batted .320, but he can hit it. It doesn't matter who he faces. And they're going to keep Batchelor out there. And no, actually, they're going to make a change. Batchelor's going to come out. And we'll see who the Mets bring in. And the Mets are going to bring in Brad Brock. Brock will pitch for the Mets against Giovanni Urshela. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. This is patient, 61. And Urshela is going to get himself a base hit. Just barely hits the base hit off of it. And he kind of golfed at it. It's a base hit. Runners at first and second. It is a single. It's a long single into the gap. Runner on first advances a base. Runner on second advances 1 base and possible. So Frazier runs to third. Morales to second. Urshela on at first. Frazier is a run rating of 6. If he want, and they're gonna, and with Brett Gardner coming up, they're gonna hold him. So they're gonna leave the bases loaded. They leave the bases loaded, but still nobody out. And the batter is Gardner, the lefty, against Brad Brock. So bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. This is tough, 34. And he gets a big strikeout on Gardner. Big strikeout on Gardner. 1 out now. And we'll bring up LeMahieu. Bases still loaded. Here's the pitch from Brock. It's a 5. This is in play. 55. And this is going to be a grounder to third. I'm going to say the infield was in. I'm figuring the infield was in. A big run. Grounder to third. G5. Infield in. It is a 5. Batter out. Runner on first advances. Other runners hold. If bases are loaded and the 2D6 results 2-5, runner on third out at home, batter out at first, double play. So a good thing I double checked the chart. So bases are loaded and the 2D6 roll is a 2-5, which it is. Runner on third is out. So Frazier is out. Frazier is out. LeMahieu is out. And other runners advance a base, but that was a double play, and that ends the inning. That ends the inning, and a grounded double play on an infield in. And Brad Brock gets the Mets out of a jam. Good thing I read that right. And the side is retired. Still Yankees 7, Mets 5. As we're going to go to the top of the 9th. Tommy Conley has no saves, so I'm not going to use him as a saver. So as the Yankees, they're going to go ahead and bring in Aroldis Chapman, as they should. It is a save situation. Conley doesn't have a save, so I got to use this right. So Aroldis Chapman will come in and try to close the door for the Yankees. Top of the 9th. Yankees 7, Mets 5. Dominic Smith leads off for the Mets here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch to Smith. And I rolled too many dice. I'll get this hang of this one of these days. It's a 4. It's a ballpark on Aroldis Chapman. 75. It's in play on Smith. The roll is an 80. And this one is a ground ball to second base. And the play is made by LeMahieu. 1 out. And that will bring up Todd Frazier. 1 out now. Here's the pitch. And it's a 9. This is patient. It's an 18. And Todd Frazier is going to draw a walk. So the Mets are not going to go down so easily. Frazier is on at first base with a 1-out walk. And the batter is J.D. Davis. The tying run comes at a plate. We all know Aroldis Chapman is capable of letting a home run here go here and there. But he didn't much last year. 3-2, 2.21. Aroldis Chapman only surrendered 3 dingers. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's an 8. This is tough. It's a 76 on J.D. Davis. And this is going to be a fly ball to center field. And Aaron Hicks makes the catch. 2 down. Last chance for the Mets. Ahmed Rosario. Here's the pitch. Last chance. Aroldis Chapman pitches it. It's a 7. It's tough. 53. And this is going to be a base hit by Ahmed Rosario. He just goes ahead and sends this one into the outfield. It's a single. Soft blooper into short left field. Runner at first advances a base, and that's as far as he'll go. So the game is not over yet. Runners at first and second. Tomas Nido is the batter, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for Nido. So you got to bring up somebody that can hit the lefties. And coming up to bat for the Mets is going to be Brandon Nimmo. If this game goes into extras, Wilson Ramos will come in and do the catching. But Brandon Nimmo is the batter. He'll come in. Even though it's lefty on lefty, Brandon Nimmo, 375 against left-handed bat pitching. So Aroldis Chapman, this is not an easy save for the Yankees. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Yankees 7, Mets 5. Brandon Nimmo at the plate. Fans here at Yankee Stadium on their feet. Could be a big one. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 3. It's patient. It's an 11. And it's a walk. And Aroldis Chapman walks the bases loaded. And the bases are loaded for Juan Lagares. And they're going to bring in a pinch hitter for him as well. You can bring in another player to play center field. And they're going to bring in Wilson Ramos to bat. And if it goes into extras, he'll take over as catcher. I'll do a double switch. So Wilson Ramos comes in for Juan Lagares. The bases are loaded now with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. 7-5 Yankees. As Aroldis Chapman has thrown himself into a deep trouble, into a deep pit, and all Yankee fans right now are on their feet with their hands to the mouths. Wilson Ramos, the batter, batted .346 against left-handed pitching. Chapman at the mound. And some of this was off the tough plays and patience. Here's the windup. Here's the big pitch. It's a 7. It's tough. 97. Ramos, it's a high fly ball deep to left field, but not deep enough. As coming over to make the play is going to be Brett Gardner. He puts it away, and an exciting 9th inning comes to a close. The Yankees get the win, 7-5 on the Mets. That was an exciting game, everyone. I enjoyed that. I just got to get faster at rolling the dice and such. So, what an exciting game. Aroldis Chapman, he does get the save, even though they were biting their fingernails off in the Yankee dugout. And so a 7-5 win by the Yankees ties this series up 1-1 that I'm playing. So I'm probably going to play one more Yankee-Met rubber game. If the Mets had won this game, I might have chosen two different teams. But I think we're going to have the Mets and Yankees play one more game in 2019. And I'll see which one that's going to be. I'll decide then. Well, that's it here from Yankee Stadium. Hope you enjoyed this one. Again, kind of long. I just got to get faster, but we will. Final score here, New York Yankees 7, New York Mets 5. Have a good night, everybody.